Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. You guys could not tell by the title of today's video, yes, I'm going to be turning my entire physical TBR into miniature books. You guys are probably wondering, Alyssa, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean or how I'm even going to be able to do this. Well, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, and I'm going to tell you guys everything you're going to need to do it. First off, I wanted to turn my entire physical TBR into miniature books because I really want to get into posting bookish content, and I used to post book content, but I kind of stopped because I didn't really know what to post. But I've seen so many different book girlies on YouTube, and I've seen so many different videos that I literally got inspired to start posting book content, and I love to read, so why not get into the book niche? So I'm gonna get into everything you guys are gonna need to be able to create these miniature books. First, you're gonna need like a little tiny jar of some sort to put all of your little miniature books in it. I got it from the dollar store for I think like $3, but I've also seen people use just a miniature jar or like a mason jar. And then you're going to need some type of board. I just got this foam board from Walmart for about $3, so you can basically use anything. This is basically what you are going to wrap the book covers around, and this is gonna give it that like thickness, if you know what I mean. You're also gonna need a printer, and you're going to need a website where you are going to create your miniature books. I'm gonna be creating my miniature books on Canva, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do it. All right, you guys, I've never done this type of recording before, so I'm going to see how well this actually works. To make my miniature books, I'm going to be using Canva. You can use other platforms. I personally don't know how to use anything else besides Canva, so I'm going to show you guys how to use Canva. Canva is free. You don't need any of the premium tools, so this is why I think Canva is the best option. But like I said, if you want to use anything else, you 100% can. You're going to go to Canva, you're going to hit the create button, you're going to go down to custom size, and your size of your paper is going to be 8.5 inches by 11. You're going to hit create new design, and then you are going to go over to the elements. You're going to go over to the rectangle. I'm going to make my rectangle black so that it's easier to see. You're going to go over to where it says position, and down where it says advanced, you're going to change your width to 1.75 inches and your height to 1.25 inches. And then you're going to get this little tiny black rectangle. Then what I like to do is I like to see how many I can fit on the top row without any of them overlapping. So it looks like we can do about 4 in each row. So I'm just going to copy this entire row, and I'm going to basically fill the entire paper. All right, so now that we have the entire paper full of these black little rectangles, you're going to go over to Pinterest, and any book that you want to turn into a mini book, what you're going to do is you're going to go over to Pinterest, and you're going to type in the name of the book, and then you're going to type in full book cover. So let's say I'm going to do Twisted Love. You basically type in Twisted Love full book cover, and you basically right here. See, I would do this one, but I don't care too much about the back of the book. You can do the back of the book. I just feel like it would just take too long. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this front book cover, I'm gonna copy the image, and I'm going to paste it onto here. I'm gonna zoom in. I'm going to crop this book to fit the size of my black rectangle. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's gonna look like that. Then you're going to copy it again and basically mask it so that it matches on both sides of the rectangle. Then I'm gonna click this black spot, and I'm going to make the spine the same color as the book. I'm gonna take my little tiny color thing, and I'm gonna make it this pretty blue. So now I'm just gonna do this for the rest of my page. And once you're done with the entire page, you're gonna go over to the printer, print all of your miniature books out, and then I'm gonna show you guys exactly what to do after that. We moved over to my desk. Right now that we've printed out all of our mini books, we are going to cut every single mini book out, and you're just gonna cut around it. And this is gonna be one of the most tedious parts. Alright, as you guys saw, I finished cutting out all of my mini books. Next, we are going to somehow take this foam board and figure out how I'm going to size it the correct size. I'm gonna have to figure this out. This is about to be a trial and error because I have no idea what I'm actually doing. But I am gonna use an X-Acto knife along with a cutting mat so I don't cut and scratch my vanity. We're gonna figure this out. This is probably not the best way to do this, but I'm going to somehow cut off part of this. I actually have no idea how I'm gonna do this. Maybe I should try the floor. That's not gonna work. All right, let me get a piece of this. All right, that took way longer than I wanted it to. This is what the mini book is gonna look like. Got my piece of foam in the middle. It's not the best. It's gonna work. Now I'm gonna cut down all of these mini pieces of foam. Okay, so I cut out a few of these foam pieces. I'm gonna show you guys what you're gonna do. I'm gonna do the rest off camera after I show you. That way I'm not repeating myself over and over again. Okay, so basically cut out the foam pieces and I have the paper. I wrap each piece of paper around a foam piece, glue it, and then you're gonna have your little book. And since this one, some pieces are a little too big, so I'm just gonna have to glue them and then cut off the excess foam. So it's going to look like this, and I'm just going to take my scissors or your X-Acto knife and I'm going to trim off any excess foam. This is so cute, and there you have a little miniature book. Of course, this isn't perfect, but if you do look too close, you're gonna see all the imperfections. This is so cute. I'm gonna do the rest of the books that I have, and then I will show you guys when they're all done. All right, you guys, now this was a very long and definitely very time consuming to create all of these books, but after a very long few hours, I have finally created my physical TBR. Now, although these are just my TBR book, and whether or not I should create all of my physical copies of books into miniature books, I just think they look so cute. They're gonna look really, really cute on my bookshelf. I really hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. Like I said, I do want to create book content, so be on the lookout for my next video, hopefully coming Saturday. And if you guys liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you didn't, don't do anything at all. I'll see you guys next time.